House of Dracula is a film that I don't love, but I don't hate. I'm kind of in the middle. First of all, don't be fooled by the title. Just because the movie's called House of Dracula doesn't mean that it's necessarily a Dracula film. It's one of the 3 House films that star both the Wolfman, Count Dracula, and the Frankenstein's monster. Aside from this film, there's also House of Frankenstein and House of the Wolfman. This film has a very interesting yet confusing storyline. In this film, Larry Talbot and Count Dracula go to a doctor and ask him to cure them. I can understand Larry Talbot wanting to be cured. He only turns into a werewolf when there's a full moon out, and the rest of the time, he's a normal human being, and he's scared of the beast that's inside him. We've known that since the first Wolfman film. But Count Dracula, on the other hand, has always seemed to enjoy being a vampire and attacking innocent people for blood. So it's hard for me to understand why Count Dracula, of all monsters, would like to be cured. It just doesn't make sense. And what's even more confusing is halfway through the treatment, Count Dracula reverses the project and contaminates the doctor with his vampire blood, making him go insane. So that just brings up more questions. Was Dracula really trying to get cured and then changed his mind halfway through the procedures? Or was his goal the whole time to contaminate the doctor with his vampire blood to make him go insane? It just makes you do too much thinking. So towards the end of the film, Dr. Elderman kills Count Dracula. He also cures Larry Talbot, and for some strange reason brings the Frankenstein monster back to life for a whole 2 minutes before the film ends. Though it's incredibly confusing, the film really isn't that bad. The setting, music, and surroundings are really creepy, and Onslow Stevens puts on quite an incredible performance as this mad doctor. He's really scary. And Lon Chaney Jr. is great as both Larry Talbot and the Wolfman as always. But besides that, Glenn Strange is a great Frankenstein monster. It's too bad he's only alive for 2 minutes in the whole film. And I've always hated John Carradine as Dracula. I think he brings nothing to this character. So overall, I'd give this film 3 stars. The storyline is as confusing as anything, but it's also very interesting. And I have to say, it's a very scary film for 1945.